Hey, I honestly wasn't going to make a video today, but I just saw something that I thought was, I don't want to say hilarious, because sometimes when I say hilarious, I think people don't understand my sarcasm. And so when I say hilarious, I'm coming from a point where I've been so frustrated and irritated at what's going on throughout the world that it's kind of like at this point, I just kind of like sit back and just kind of like, I don't want to say laugh, but it's like ridiculous. So understand the two videos I'm about to show you, and then after I show you these two videos, I'm gonna talk for a little bit.
Here at 5, celebration at the state capitol today from a coalition of Christian and Jewish supporters of Israel. Today, the Georgia House and Senate passed a bill adding anti-Semitism language to the state's hate crimes law. The bill stalled in the Senate for much.
Stop hate speech. You can't even, okay, so like, because what I'm gonna show you about these two videos is like so crazy to me. So you can't even say anything about Judaism or Jewish people now in the South, right? This is crazy.
Of last year, 11 Alive's Doug Richards is live at the Capitol where the bill's passage dominated the proceedings today, Doug.
Sure enough, and repeatedly backers of this bill said that it would merely add a hate crime penalty to any other type of crime that's charged and is found to have had the motive.
There's something interesting about this microphone that he's holding, but I don't think most people will understand.
Of anti-Semitism. So with that explanation, it was a relatively easy sell for members of both political parties. There were more than 100 people queued up for seats in the Senate gallery in anticipation of the vote on HB 30, the anti-Semitism bill that had stalled in the Senate since last year.
The Jewish community has a moment of heightened anxiety because of the increase of anti-Semitism in the United States and around the world.
Backers of the bill said increased incidents targeting Georgia's Jewish communities justified broadening the state's hate crime.
Georgia's Jewish community? Like, that's good. I like that they're getting protection and are able to be helped. But like, I can't. So bear with me for a second. I'm finna show y'all something. Okay, bear with me. Disclaimer, you know what I mean? Some things that I show people may upset certain people. It's not like blatantly nobody's putting their hands on each other. But as I've often been told sometimes I'd like not to be the victim of either, but I've been told sometimes that verbal abuse is worse than physical abuse. And I gotta tell you, everybody's got their own thing. So anyways, this is from Reese Waters. So I want you guys to see the difference and then see who the police start to come bother when this unfolds. Ooh, look at the ape. Look at the ape making ape noises like it's somebody else. I told you the spirit's talking to him. It's like, hey, look, I'm an ape. And now he's doing it out loud.
We are having national debates about anti-Semitism and kids feeling unsafe on campus. But it's nice to know we can all unite, come together, and celebrate anti-black racism. No, it's kind of like mother's milk to America. Some good old anti-black racism just always settles the stomach, doesn't it?
And so I'm merciful. So oftentimes when people tell me it has nothing to do with color, or oftentimes when people tell me it's this and that, I just sit back and analyze that. And I dare not pull the sword from my spine lest I give something that isn't divine. So when I say certain things like that, when people tell you their experiences, you may not fully understand what they're saying, but sometimes you should try to understand what they're saying. So I'm not telling everybody to go start hugging trees, as I've said before. I want you to understand why some people are so angry and then unable to show that same love from before. But I am trying to come with a new way, so understand what this man is trying to say.
Welcome to Racist of the Week, where we expose the stupidity and hypocrisy of discrimination in hopes we can build a more perfect union.
I agree, because as people say all the time, who watch them say African Americans on the news and immigrants on the news and blah, 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 Middle East. But soon as they hear an African American say white, reverse racism, reverse racism. So do I not like, am I against any color or person? No. If you all think that I am divisive and you all think that I don't like any type of race, you should watch some of my previous videos. I've come at the Hebrew Israelites. I've come at these Jewish, well, Ashkenazi. You guys should research what some of these words mean. I've done videos about Islam and the Catholics and all these other major powers and the political governments that enslave and trap and create division between people. And then when you speak out on it, reverse racist, feminist,
and also laugh. As usual, I would like to thank today's sponsor, Racism. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the page, and definitely leave me any possible suggestions for nominees in the comments. Today, we're going all the way down to good old Mississippi. No, Brett Favre isn't on the take again. No, I just thought he should hear this. Our first nominee, Ole Miss. Now, this generally is the part where I set the scene, but the video does it so much better.
Because if I don't laugh, I'm going to prophecy you people into... Calm down. Like, so I had a vision one time where this flaming, it was like the flaming image or man or whatever I talk about sometimes in some of these videos. And it's like, he's wearing a golden crown and he's handing this little white child the sword. And so for anybody in the future that sees these videos, I am love and peace and mercy, and I am forgiveness, because if you were truly around me, you know I don't have no problem with any color or anything like that. But when I see the police come and arrest this woman while they're over there calling her monkeys and everything else, I gotta tell you, like, this is beyond stupidity. Like, I can't. So then, like, okay, is there another language I can speak? Like, is maybe math? Do they speak math? I don't. What's going on, dude? What the fuck is this shit? So then I think to myself, I'm like, man, okay, maybe, like, I think to myself, people can't be this dumb. And when I say dumb, that's not like a malicious, stupid dumb. That's like imagine we in a world and people know cameras and all this stuff exists. And they know they're on camera doing this. So then imagine a world where you're so bold, you can get on camera and do all this and there not be no repercussions. I mean, because I'll give you an example. Whenever an animal goes to break into the trash, let's say a couple animals go to break into somebody's trash. And in the midst, let's say about 10 animals. And in the midst of these 10 intelligent animals trying to get to some food, maybe one night, one of them gets shot and they see their little animal friend get shot. And then when they see their little animal friend get shot, they like stop coming back around because they're like, oh man, something bad's gonna happen if I go towards this. Or perhaps some animals go to a cave and there's a huge predator inside, so one of them get ate, but the other ones get out and be free. In my mind, I'm thinking, okay, them animals not gonna go back to that cave. But then you take humans, right? I listen to humans and they'll be like, we're the sentient species and we have knowledge and awareness and intelligence. I wonder if there's intelligent life other places. What intelligence? What, in a world where I possess all this knowledge and technology and information and I could just be doing anything with life, this is what's manifesting out of certain people? I don't understand this. I'll be thinking to myself, okay, this kid, like, okay. So, as I've said, I am who I am. They are who they are. Whatever people gonna do in life, the fire is upon them, I suppose, because if these past civilizations are an example of what y'all are going to be doing to yourselves in the future. Because as I've said, if everybody was gray, based on what's in the hearts of man right now, everybody would attack and say they're a different shade of gray. So once all of a certain group of people are finally blended in or not here no more, then you see, okay, so I'll give you an example. At first, it was slave owners and slave plantations. No, even further before that, at first it was kings, right? The kings ruled over the people, the monarchs, the bishops, and all them. So people were like, okay, I'm getting tired of this. Let's go to America. Let's branch out to these other countries, South America. Then they go to these places, and then it's like all freedom, the founding fathers, the Constitution, blah, 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 blah. Then what ends up happening, you have slave owners and you have slave owners and plantations and servantry. So yeah, when the Irish first came over here, they like lie about a lot of stuff. When the Irish and poor British first came over here, and there was like a lot of Africans too, the Africans were being brutalized. The British and the Irish were servants. Of course, they're not like, come sit down and have a cup of tea with me. Of course, they were probably beating on them and treating them bad. But I am not going to sit here and say, the Irish was the same kind of slaves as African Americans. Americans are playing with mother effing pidity. And they are playing with themselves. And so what I'm going to say is, so then I read the comments, and the comments of people, of course, are current Americans saying, oh, that's bad. This is America. This is America. We're black and we hate whites. We're white and we don't see the problem. Blah, blah. You know, all the bullshit. But then it's the other people from other countries. Thousands of comments, hundreds of comments, different videos. Oh my goodness, America's crazy. Oh my goodness, I'm not coming there next summer. Oh my goodness, I'm not blah, 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 blah. And as America slowly, because everybody thinks that, oh, I'm within my lifetime, nothing's going to happen. You see it when people get sick. They're like, oh, I'm strong. I don't care about nothing and feelings. Then as they get older or sick, they're like, oh, I'm the most humble person on the planet. I hope I get into this. It's just reality, man. And people are playing with themselves. I see different people on videos. They steadily talking about this is a dream. They steadily talking about this is the afterlife. Okay. No. If it ain't he with an ear, please listen to what I'm saying. Enjoy the beauty and the magnificence of life. Yes, there's a spiritual world inside, but I'm telling you, if that's all that there was, we would not be humans. We would be rocks somewhere living inside of that rock. So, man. So, I see a lot of stuff going on. So I'll give you another okay, so at first, even with the concept of feminism, right? We'll be like, okay, men respect women. Women are going to do this. But then it branches into a million branches to where it's like some women are like, I'm going to shake my ass and do what I want, blah, blah, blah. Then some women are like, I'm professional businesswomen. And then some women are like, I'm mothers. And then it all just turns into a tornado. And then nobody can get a hold of the concept. And then everybody attacks each other. Then when men do take women's sides on certain subjects, feminists, when women do work and do certain things, you masculine butch. It's like just pure stupidity. Look at our heaven. Look what we're doing. Oh, he's not the Lord Jesus. I can sit here and tell people stuff and they'll be like, we're forgiven for our sins. And then they'll go throughout their week in life and just be like, why is life so miserable? Lord help, Lord help. It's like, I don't understand. Does not compute. Is that what y'all want to hear? Y'all are doing it to yourselves. All of y'all. So then after seeing all this racism stuff, what's millions of black people gonna do? Oh, man, look at these fucking culture vultures. This is why I don't like the word narcissist. And I'm about to come at both sides. Then you'll get a bunch of white people who are getting attacked by blacks, or white people that see this and say, what about the hood and ghetto? And white people that see, you see what I'm saying? It's like just a perpetual wave of stupidity. So then, you take this or whatever, and people will be like, culture vultures, look at Kendrick and Drake, and culture vultures and DJ Vlad, and this color and that color, and they don't get the right to speak on this, and they don't get the right to speak on that. You're all speaking English, and for most Caucasians, everything I notice that you do mimic African Americans. It's so frustrating, dude. Like, I can't. So then I'll see Caucasians telling me, Juan, you're like a smart African American. I don't understand. Most of them aren't this, and you're different. And are y'all, everything most Caucasians do, they get from a branch of African American. I'm just honest. The music, the sports, the media. And then African Americans, if I don't, we'll be in a group. And then when I see certain of us get around, certain Caucasians melt. Oh, yes, sir. Yes. Yes. Cut the bullshit. We're doing that because we're all humans and we want to be friends. If I see a white dude walking down the street sagging, listening to Drake and Kendrick Lamar, who the fuck cares? If I see a Caucasian woman sounding like a strong black woman quoting Rosa Parks, who the fuck cares? If if an African American is listening to Seether and Slayer and watching anime, who the fuck cares? If they're in a whole bunch of, they've learned Chinese or Japanese and love sushi and like doing what they see those people do, who the fuck cares? Mind your fucking business and live your life. And don't be like these people in the media who I honestly I believe this stuff is paid, man. This can't, because in my mind, I have one of three options when I see those two stories. I can either think in my mind, a lot of this is like paid behind the scenes and people are building entertainment to have us like go cuckoo and fight, or people are this fucking stupid. I'm sorry, excuse my language. I will put disclaimers at the beginning of the video. Either people are this fucking stupid and can't walk over a sea of concepts that trap them into being animals still. Or three, I've used to ask myself this in the past, and I'm sorry I've said this before. I used to ask myself, am I crazy? Am I dumb? Because why? Why punish myself? If this is what people want to do with their space time, then this is what I tell people a lot of times. I've had people in my comments say, nothing's going to change and we need to do. And why isn't? There is one wise thing I agree with Dan Saber. I will give him this. Like, dude, tree of life. Don't worry about what people are doing sometimes. And when I say that, y'all see me talking about the stuff on the media or in this media or whatever. But the reason I'm doing this is because I'm telling y'all, if y'all see people doing this, you don't have to follow in the footsteps of being racist, and you don't have to be inflamed and enraged. You can understand what's going on and go to a place where you're safe and or don't have to deal with this. If you cannot do that, I am sorry. And as I've said before, everybody has tests and trials that they have to deal with on an individual basis. But what I'm saying is you can take these same inflaming moments and turn it into a beautiful story and write a poem, write a story, create a movie, create something. We are in an age of social media. There's all type of AI that can assist us with helping with things. People say AI and stuff is evil. Whatever. If AI is evil, it was created by humans. So, yeah, figure it out. I could sit here all day and go through every concept and the existence of the human construct, but I have things I have to do. And so, if people could please start to work together and stop destroying each other with stupidity, that seems to be the only word that people pull out of their bag of tricks from the rabbit hole that they love to swim through, or as they call it, the lake of fire, right? With burning desire, do they hold on to these stupid things? And then are they wed to rings that lead them like Sauron and the Men of Kings? I can't. It's just because who... So stay blessed if you can. Anybody that can hear me, all who do the will of who I am, which you can hear what I'm saying, equality, loving people, don't kill, don't steal, don't rape, don't murder, don't commit adultery. When I say don't commit adultery, don't fornicate with who I am. And so let me explain that like a little bit. Because yeah, if you're married, don't commit adultery. But at the same time, if somebody is abusive and just beating you down and putting their hands on you and cheating on you, that's a whole nother situation. People can sound really pretty at first and become psychopaths in terms of their character. You know what I'm saying? People hide a lot until it explodes. And so what I'm basically saying is don't bear false witness, because basically bearing false witness is doing to others as you would doing to yourself. You wouldn't want people lying on you, so don't lie on others. So don't tell people they're going to go to hell if that's where you don't want to go. But I don't think people understand this concept. So And then honor thy father and mother, and, keep the day of rest holy. Keep yourself pure. As it is written in the Beatitudes on the Mount, where he says, those who are pure will see who I am, those who hunger and thirst for justice. But see, when I say justice, that's a descriptive word. So you take justice in your own hands and start hurting people and enslaving people, that's not on my hands, because you all have your own hearts. And the reason a lot of people can't hear their heart was because they've been pounded into what to do from the start. So I'm just trying to give a little bread to try to clear out all of that lead. So all I can ever really do is be an angel. And so you can really just be thankful. But in the end, I am not who you are. So shine bright like a beautiful star.
Feels like love, Cupid made a shot straight into my heart. Now I'm falling fast and my world's expanding. Feels like love, even though we're kinda nervous. Together we'll be strong. I don't know for sure, all I know. Didn't know what hit me when we started. I was shaking electric, trying to stay calm and collected. On that summer afternoon, you were shining like a gem in the sunlight. We were out until midnight, yeah. You said, do you wanna go out sometime? I said, girl, you read my mind. Oh, yeah. Then came the rush of butterflies, trembling and building up from deep inside. Feels like love, Cupid made a shot straight into my heart. Now I'm falling fast and my world's expanding. Feels like love, even though we're kinda nervous. Together we'll be strong. I don't know for sure, all I know. This feels like the sweetest breath of air. Oh yeah, it's amazing. At the same time, how you take my breath away. Oh yeah, can't explain. Ooh. You said, do you wanna go out sometime? You don't have to tell me twice. Oh yeah. Then came the rush of butterflies, trembling and building up from deep inside. Feels like love, Cupid made a shot straight into my heart. Now I'm falling fast and my world's expanding. Feels like love, even though we're kinda nervous. Together we'll be strong. I don't know for sure, all I know. This love is blossoming between us in yellow and indigo. I'll hold it gently in my heart until it's taking over my body and soul. Feels like love, Cupid made a shot straight into my heart. Now I'm falling fast and my world's expanding. Feels like love, even though we're kinda nervous. Together we'll be strong. I don't know for sure, all I know. Cupid made a shot straight into my heart.